Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Perth by Night. I unfortunately have been volunteered to be the scene set tonight. For tonight's scene, we have a very special entertainment prepared for you. Eric Salvador, Sheriff of Perth, has put out the general call, spoken to some people beforehand, and advertised that there is going to be a spot of horrible murder going on. This horrible murder is going to be involving a gangrel, which we believe is an elder that's currently roaming around some nearby um, woodland type area. We've had a chat with him beforehand and kind of established a middle ground, but now the prince wants him dead. Something that we're more than willing to provide. Mr. Salvador has gotten into a nice secured little parking lot, had the general check over, make sure it's not bugged or anything, or essentially make sure there's no one else there. If there is anybody else there, they'll be made to know and presenced out fairly quickly in short order. With that, he'll go get his car all parked and ready and simply press the beep button so everyone knows that time to arrive. I'll be waiting for you with great anticipation.
Rafat will arrive before not too long. He's coming in wearing... He's got a different rucksack than the last time as he's taking out of his car. You can hear the clink of some metal. If you have a bit of off-specs, just some canteens going off each other. He hasn't brought his crossbow, but he has a few knives on him. And for those of you with awe-specs or acute senses or just standing very, very close to him, in which case get out of his personal space, there's a strong, well, not you, honey, but there's a strong smell of strawberries coming off him. He's wearing fairly dark clothes, but he's got the rucksack slung over his shoulder. As he waits for the others, he's like, well, this should be an interesting outing. I hope we come back with the same number we leave.
Well, that's the plan anyway. I don't want to get into my full little spiel until everyone else is arrived. So who's next on?
Charles.
Go ahead.
Charles.
I will arrive together with Rafat, I think.
Okay.
Charles will arrive after... Oh, sorry.
You see Simeon wearing a Kevlar suit with a red basically what's on the picture. And he has a large axe, which the end is in a bag of material that's a bit weird to you. It's not linen. It seems to be, well, almost, very high plastic grade, non-burnable. He's carrying various weapons, and he seems to be ready for him. Well,
Everything fitting all right for the new suit?
yeah, it's quite good. Unfortunately, the mask doesn't protect me against smells, and that he looks at Rafat.
I told you it was a rush job.
Well, you can have a protecting smells, or you can completely block your nose.
How about just not smelling? You know, it's optional.
10 to 15 minutes later than that, a young man with seems to be like a handkerchief or something protruding out of his pockets while he carries a very large sack or gym bag and oddly smells of freshly baked cookies. Arrives at the meeting place. Hello.
Close enough to be on time. Welcome. We still got a few more coming in, so save all the welcoming chat till we get everyone together.
Speaking
What
of
smells
new arrivals,
like-
the next one will be Krill actually, jogging in with a backpack and what appears normal clothing, except for those who know what to look for and few bulky things.
Who smells like strawberry?
Rafat smiles.
Really?
What? Don't you ever take a
Strawberry?
shower?
Yeah, but I smell like cookie and you smell like strawberry.
Sounds like a wonderful combination.
We are not giving a good demonstration of our coterie, my friend.
Well, I don't know why you covered up your scent with cookies since they're not native to the forest. He knows my scent, and he's not fond of Tremere's. That's why I'm covering it up and dressing differently. I don't know what the hell you're
maybe I
doing.
like cookies. You didn't stop to think about that.
Anyways, gentlemen, stop arguing. We've got another person arriving.
Charles McGovern comes with Dexter Johnson. Charles he knows the back door and he comes to near everyone, where everyone stands. He nods to everyone. He smells the strawberry but doesn't say anything. And he just waits to be addressed.
Okay, good. Charles, right, I got something for you. Let me dig it out. This is my rifle. You break it, we're going to be disposing of 2 corpses tonight.
Charles nods again.
Good. Here you go. Right, who else do we have on the list?
Istvan will come in the back, and he's, oh, hello, everyone. It's good to see you.
Cool.
Istvan.
Pleased to meet you. You do know what we're up to tonight, don't you?
Yeah, you say you got to put someone down. I help. I'm so good, yeah.
Anyone vouch for the guy that I haven't met before?
Well, you have met me, actually.
I'm
I'm your apprentice.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, that completely slipped my mind. I was too focused on something else.
So I assume that'll be the sheriff watching for the new guy.
The new guy stand behind the Nossi. It's other Nossi.
Right, okay, we're getting a pretty big crowd. It's good to see everyone's teamed up.
And at that moment, Dexter breaks obfuscation and a tall, over 7-foot man wearing a skull mask of some sort and bone armor stands there smiling at the group.
You almost automatically have a gun in your face, but then it gets lowered. Sorry, normal reactions.
Everyone say hello to Tiny. I mean, Dexter.
Tiny. How ironic.
Sheriff?
Mm-hmm.
Out of curiosity, if a citizen of Camarilla were to get spooked and stab someone by pure accident into the face, would that be a gross violation or something you get away with a little bit of pain?
A little bit of it depends on the situation. It's not like they fell down the stairs with 42 knife wounds in their back.
No, I'm thinking more along the line imprint of 4 knuckles, perhaps.
Well,
alright, I think...
I'm just checking, just in case.
Good old. Right. Does anyone know if anybody else is deciding to show up for our party?
At that point, obviously, a heavy motorcycle comes careening around the corner.
Oh, god damn it.
Well, there's the stealth bit.
Yep.
Well, if his ears are good enough to hear us from this far away, we're in a bit of trouble.
I'm sorry, we're quite a distance away.
Dexter just sighs.
A big burly man steps off the motorcycle, wearing a cowboy hat, covered in body armor, well, Kevlar vest at least, and leather pants. Good day, boys!
Joining for the party, then?
Yeah, got sent here. Might as well.
Sounds good. I have no idea who you are.
Boar Thrills, at your service. Mr...
It's like Bear Grylls, but only different.
My name's Eric, but you can call me Sheriff.
Ah, so I'm supposed to answer to you. Cool.
Sounds fun. Who are you with?
I just arrived in the city, sir.
Okay, new arrival. Oh, well. I think that's everyone together, unless someone else is going to come screeching around on a bike.
You do hear a bicycle, but it doesn't rev. It doesn't make any kind of loud noise like that. It's very familiar to you. It is simply the cardstock flapping against some bicycle spokes as Ash Ross decides to pedal towards where you currently are congregating.
Okay, this is a bit more people than I thought would be showing up for this, but goddamn, it's nice to see everyone's motivated by the promise of horrible, horrible murder.
Wait, what? I'm just here to meet you.
Oh, we're going to go and horribly, horribly murder someone. That's the reason for the party.
Oh, I'm glad I brought my gear then.
Yeah. I think it's best to be prepared for this one. We're expecting this one to be tough. Okay. I hear one more bike coming around that corner after Ash has got his ones chained up. We're just going to shoot him. Okay. Right. Let me go through the little bit of a spiel for you people. What we're actually doing is, I'm going to say it once and once only, so pay attention. There is a gangrel, autocrat, whatever you want to call it. He's independent, lives not so far away in the woodlands. He's a dead man. Prince wants him dead, we want him dead. He's not a very nice person. He has probably quite a lot of sabbatiling, all of that. He's the type of person that we don't want to have as neighbor. Prince is decreed, and we have full destruction rights to go and deal with him. This is why I call all of you guys around. This guy's probably going to go down hard. He's been here for a while. We're going to his home turf, and he's got pets. I don't know how many pets he has, but he has some damn big dogs, and I know he's got some birds. Now, I'm not expecting you guys to all want to do this for free. So, Prince is kindly enough. Everyone who comes along with this, congratulations. You get a trivial boon for helping out from the Prince. Not much, but it's something. Next bit. Do you have any status? If you don't have any status, you'll be automatically recognized as having a bit of status and a little bit of clout here in Perth. That's a big thing. If you do happen to already have status, you'll get extra brownie points to add to your Camarilla loyalty card, which you can cash in with your nearest harpy at a later date when you get enough. Now, on the other side, unfortunately, I have the 7 magical stakes that I was going to go and throw out to you guys, but there's more than 7 of you, so you get to choose who gets what. Courtesy of the Prince.
Well, one goes for the Bruja. I never feel safe if I don't have a Bruja near me with a stake.
I'll stick with my knives.
Excellent. Well, here's a stake, here's a stake. Stakes for everybody.
Well, give them to other people. I don't want to keep anything alive, so.
I am not really good with stakes.
Okay,
Take it
well,
anyway.
Well, Istvan, take he real good at stabbing things.
Well, I will take one. Or do you want to take it, Dexter?
However, my Primogen decides.
He's so. I will take it. He's a good guy.
For those who are new arrivals, just to be clear, not only do we get the sheriff, but you've also got a few of us who are in Primogen seats. So if you stick out and do a good job, not only will the sheriff be talking about you, perhaps some of us will. For those who don't know me, I am Rafat Duta, Primogen of Clan Tremere. This is Mr. Valiente, Primogen of Clan Nosferatu, and I believe Mr. Creel is the Primogen pro tempore of the Bruja.
For the moment, you know how we are.
Right, now, Jen.
Why does everybody smell like strawberries?
No, just one. Him.
He just smells really, really strongly.
I'm covering up my scent.
I'm not riding shotgun in the same car. Keeps on the other shotgun.
I wasn't quite finished, gentlemen. Now, here's your time to, if you don't want to get involved with this, here's your time to walk the hell away. We're not going to hold it against you, but if you're going to do it now. Do I see any hands? Do I see any walkers? Good.
No, probably we're going to hold it against you.
I do have one question before we go forward, if you don't mind, Sheriff.
Yes.
Looks at Roth goes, "Are you sure you want to be here?"
Not really, but I'm gonna be here anyways.
Just checking.
Just stay close, little man.
Yes, I'll stick next to my friends over here, my big friends, as he goes ahead and takes some dainty steps over to the very, very big Nosferatu.
Ooh,
Now.
smiles a grin.
Since you've all decided to stay, the next big order of business. Once we get moving, we're moving as one big happy family. Okay, I don't want you guys to find any excuses to charge people boons and stuff out the field for doing your goddamn jobs. Once we're out, we're all out together, we're all working together to make sure that we all come back in one piece, and that guy comes back in pieces. Got it?
Understood, Sheriff.
If I see people charging boons unnecessarily in the field, I'm going to shove my foot so far up their ass they're going to be chewing boot leather.
Tasty.
Yes.
Well, I will just say, the one who kills the gangrel, I will buy him a drink at the trench.
Sounds good.
No.
As for the gangrel, I expect no one to be suicidal enough to try and stake the git because, well, stakes seem to break on these guys. But if we happen to take him down and he's still more or less intact, we're retrieving the corpse and taking it with. If he gets ashed, he gets ashed. But bonus points if we can take a corpse back with us. Those things are useful.
A classification question: what kind of magic is in these? Those the ones they keep us.
Excellent. Rafat, I have no idea what type of magic thing.
I believe these have been enhanced, not against kindred, as that requires a lot more investment and short notice. However, these have been increased their potency against ghouls, of which this one certainly has a lot of animal ghouls protecting him, so you don't have to go worry about, oh, maybe a knife will be better against these things. You know, rest assured, those stakes will be better against. Now, those you with potents, well, you know how weapons last up to your strength level, but it just means the hit will be even more spectacular.
Excellent. Now, for the final bit. We don't have too much intelligence. We've got a ground. Here's a map of the local area. I know these spots. Here are the spots that he's identified that he particularly likes. Important bit. He does have kids, apparently, or friends. We don't know if anyone's visiting at this point in time, so don't think that he's the only kindred floating around those woods. If we find somebody that's not on our side, they're going down.
Very well.
Understood.
By the way, new guy.
Yes.
What little club do you belong to of our great sect?
You mean the clan?
Yeah.
I belong to Clan Malkavian.
Thank you.
You see Asheroth visibly cringe at this. Another wine.
What? I don't have a problem. I just get blackouts sometimes. That's it.
Okay, that could be interesting. Like I said, we're all going to be a big happy family and help everyone else out to make sure we all come back in one piece. Here's the map. You look it, love it, learn it. We'll be ready to go in 5. I'm going to go and have a cigarette and relax a bit after my spiel. Gentlemen, get to know each other. Make sure you've got yourselves organized. I have a bunch of walkie-talkies in the back of my car. Everybody take one.
Of course.
Esteban reaches into his extra large duffel bag that he has with him and pulls out a vest and puts it on.
Sammy will check his 2 ammunition stocks in case of something goes wrong. He has 1 in the sniper rifle reloaded, and he has 2 more clips with 4 bullets each available for him in case of necessity. And of course the knife.
Well, Mr. Valiente, it looks like it's going to be old days, but on the plus side, less sewers.
I like fighting more in the sewers. I know what to expect and when to expect it.
Indeed. And Dexter will take his time to go up to each Primogen and rolling a Charisma plus etiquette to make a good appearance and say, "Very nice to meet you, Primogen."
Or if that would be quite pleasant meeting him. However, I am rolling to check your aura.
As always.
As I'm talking, yeah, no, I don't know you. I wanna check. Okay, you're a vampire. Yeah, okay. I can tell you. Sure. So no, it's like, oh no, it's glad to have you here. The Nosferatu can always use a few more individuals. Keep the city safe. There's none like them for the sewers.
Can I use perception awareness for seeing that you use all specs?
Can, I suppose. The Rafat will of course go over and meet. Has he met Asher? I'm not sure.
Once at the trench, I believe.
He
ran it.
So yeah, no, he'll kind of nod to Asher and he'll introduce himself to Mr. Trills. It's like, Mr. Trills, my name is Rafat, as I said. Glad to have you here.
Stick out a big arm.
I will take the rather large arm of this man. Shake the hand. It should be interesting tonight, but it's I suppose the downside is something bad might happen, but on the plus side, you'll very quick way to build up some camaraderie and get yourself known amongst the others.
Very true, sir. Quick question, if you don't mind.
Yes.
Who is this person exactly? What has he done wrong?
This individual. Well, let's give you the cliff notes. 1, this individual is a Diabolist.
All right.
That in and of itself, I think, will probably many of you won't want to even necessarily hear anymore. So he is a Diabolist. 2, he refuses to join a sect, which isn't necessarily the worst thing in the world. However, this individual he rejects his humanity. He's on things the Sabbat Novas, well, I think that says it all. The Sabbat support these things called Paths of Enlightenment, and he lives as a beast. And unfortunately, he seems to be a bit more friendly towards some of the other sects than the Camarilla. Now, we might be able to potentially live in peace with him for some time. However, if some of the other sects show up, I think he might be inclined to help them.
So, preventative measure, basically.
Preventative measure, and the Primogen Council has discussed the matter, and this was a decision that was eventually came to.
Hey, perfectly fine. So, full arsenal, I'm assuming, would be allowed.
Try and get him alive. Of course, maintain the traditions, the masquerade.
Fair enough. So, preferably kneecapping.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Or chuck it ahead if you want to daze him a bit.
Istvan will reach into his bag now that Salvador came back, and he straps on 2 very nice Crafts 4 swords. And then he pulls out a large automatic shotgun.
Asheroth is looking at the magnificent and very big weaponry all around him and just sort of shrinking meekly at himself, into himself.
Asher, was it? What are you doing here?
I'm here to see what happens.
Asher, stick close to me. I'll keep an eye on you. I'll probably generally be sticking near Mr. Valiente unless he's doing some of that famous Nosferatu scouting. But we were ourselves, Mr. Salvador, some of the others here, Simeon, were involved with the siege taking the city. We know what we're doing in these situations. Of course, that's not to besmirch anybody else here. I'm sure you all have your own battles won, but I'll keep an eye on you.
Okay.
Guys and girls?
I'll stay with one of the bigger hitters then, and try not to be in the way.
I don't want to save him in the middle of the fucking forest.
I can hide.
Well, if you need to save in the middle of the fucking forest, you are going to save it in the middle of the fucking forest, because that's what the sheriff said.
For one big happy family.
Speaking of happy families and the previous mention about trying to maintain the masquerade, do we have anyone with Dominator board?
He looks at the Tremiers.
I have some skill in that department.
I might as well.
I'll rather check than, find out later that we didn't have anyone who had focused on any level to that.
Right, we're about to get this show on the road, so 2 extra things for you guys. I've been told I have to actually go and make 2 of you temporary hounds for the assignment. So, who wants to volunteer?
God damn it, I'm stuck with it. Yeah, sure.
I don't mind. My sheriff.
Okay, big boy and newbie, congratulations on your temporary houndships. You get the extra kudos points if you succeed. Things land on your shoulders if they don't.
Fair enough.
Okay, next step. Everyone got their transport already. I've got the big old car. I can put a few of you guys in there.
Shotgun.
Go with you. Asher, what training? What weapons do you have with you?
Well, I have my I have my taser, and I never go around without my hunting knife.
Okay, Rafat will go over to the boot of his car. We'll ride with you, Sheriff Salvador, but Rafat will take out a gym bag from the back of the car, and then he'll start. Well, yeah, actually, no, he'll do something with that later on. He'll take out a gym bag. I'll show you how to use one of these. Do you know how to fire a gun?
Give me a sledgehammer.
Actually, he'll just put it back in the boot of the car. Never mind. So.
Okay, let's get this show on the road, guys and girls. We're going to go to a nice little outside bit, and we're going to be approaching in on foot. It's too heavily wooded for us to take vehicles and do the good old chase down.
Well, it won't necessarily be. It'll be about an hour for you to get there. For those of you paying attention to such things. As you're going along, there's a road that leads into the park. There's actually some camping sites and things on site. There's some tourist attractions. But as you're going along, it's at night. You can see some of the campsites in different areas. But it's not as peaceful when it's nighttime, when you can see all the trees looming as they grow more and more proportionate as you go further into the park. And unfortunately for you as well, you know what's in those trees. And this is a gangrel you're dealing with, which means you're not only dealing with him, you're having to fight the forest itself.
Well, lovely place.
Boar will step off of the bike, which he has not been revving especially loudly, pull out from the side holster his assault rifle, place it on his back, grab the crossbow from the other side holster, put it also on his back cross, and put the 2 Glock 17s on his hips.
Sammy will get down off the car. He has already his sniper rifle prepared, his magazines on the hip. He has a different look in his face, and he looks at the sheriff. As soon as we are ready to strike, I will enter obfuscate and I will turn off the radio, and I will look for a good place to cover you guys up from.
Sounds good to me.
Alright,
who's
Creel grabs his gauntlets from his backpack and puts the spiked ones on. Okay.
Right, which one of you guys, or shall I volunteer for team guy that takes the point?
At this point, Boar will raise his hand. Give me 2 minutes and I'll do it.
Right.
Okay.
Boar will go to a big muddy pile, start covering himself in mud.
I'm liking this guy better.
Yeah.
And Dexter goes behind a tree and doesn't reappear.
Now, ladies and gentlemen that are watching the scene at home, the squad is prepared. The arena is set. Who will live? Who will die? Find out in the next episode of Perth by Night.